Welcome to the Girls Club, a show where all girls from all backgrounds are welcome, where we lift each other up and celebrate together, where we connect and inspire one another. Remember, we're stronger together.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Girls Club, a show where women connect and share their stories in order to inspire other women. I'm your host, Bianca Koyabe, and today's guest is an MC. She's a TV presenter and a vlogger with a personality to match. It's the beautiful Chanley Wong. Chan, welcome to the Girls Club.
Thank you so much for having me. Those are the type of intros I need in my life. That was
Yay,
so
did
good.
I do good, girl?
Listen,
Did I do
you
good?
did the damn thing.
So we're in the gym today, which is pretty exciting because we're going to get our sweat on a little bit. So thanks for being up to the challenge as well.
I was like, maybe we're going to do poolside cocktails. Bianca's like, no, going to the gym.
We're working out. So yeah, let's start off with some abs.
Okay. What type of exercise are we doing here?
We'll start it off slow. So let's start with 10 crunches.
Okay. Okay, you counting us.
Okay, let's go. One.
8. The last time I gym was literally like 6 months ago.
9.
And then Bianca comes and goes,
10. I also
I'm not even doing this properly.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we did it.
Okay. Abs are activated.
Okay.
So
Little bit of
Chad,
a sweat.
how did you get your start in the entertainment industry?
So this goes way back to 2010 when I matriculated, and one of my really good friends is Mpumi Mabena, and we had no idea what we were doing with our lives. And then she obviously got into,
Which is normal.
which is so normal. And then she obviously got into the whole TV thing. So I was like, oh, maybe I can try. And I completely sucked at public speaking even in school. And then there was a nationwide audition for a show on ETV, and the first thing you had to do was just send your picture and why you wanted to be a presenter. I lied, guys. I lied on that CV, on that application form. Like, I didn't even know I wanted to be a presenter, but I just pretended I did. And then I didn't realize if they liked my answer and my picture, they would want me to come in for a screen test.
Oh my goodness.
Which was horrible, and I still don't know how I got the job. But I got the job literally a year later, callback after callback. And then, yeah, no, it was 6 years later.
You're quite versatile because you also speak Afrikaans. I remember
Yes.
watching, just a ton of your episodes. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, did you obviously learned that at school, right?
No.
What school did you go to?
So I went to St. Dunstan's back in Benoni. I'm an East Rand kid, but I'm half Chinese, half coloured. So my maat my 'n bietjie Afrikaans geleer.
You say that confidence is your best or strongest trait.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, that's something that a lot of us have had to deal with. But what kind of things did you have to overcome in order to become the confident person that you are today?
So obviously, like, some days your confidence is at a high and sometimes you obviously don't have good days. But so I have scars on my face, which I got when I was a premature baby. They literally put pipes up my nose to help me breathe and help me feed me. And then they put the plasters to hold the pipes. And then when I was literally like 3 days old, they ripped the plasters off and they ripped my skin off. And that's how I got the scars. So in school, like, I got bullied, I got called Scarface, like, all the damn time, which obviously killed my confidence, especially when you're like primary school, high school, still trying to find yourself. And then eventually, as you grow older, you realize, like, screw everybody around you, and that if you're comfortable in your own skin, then everybody else will automatically love you because you're radiating that confidence.
Well, you say you got bullied at school. So
Yeah.
was it mostly about your scars? It was just about the scars?
It was just about the
Anything
scars.
else?
Yeah. But obviously, when you are like growing into your own woman, your appearance is a very sensitive topic.
I mean, especially in school, like in high school, you feel like that's your whole world.
Exactly.
Because I was also bullied for the color of my skin. And you kind of, I'd have days where I go home and I'm crying and I just feel like I'm dying, literally.
It's
and then
like
you
the
leave
end of the
school-
world.
End of the world, literally. And you leave school and you're like, oh, okay.
Those people were losers.
So
We don't
how-
like them. What are they doing with their lives now? They're not on this show.
Yes. How did you deal with that at school? Because you have to find a way to manage it.
Yeah, I hid it completely from my family.
Really?
I don't know why. Like, even now, it kills me. I was like, why didn't I just have like an open conversation with everybody at home about it? But I just kept it to myself, and I think that's what made it worse because I was keeping it all internally. And now when I go and I do talks about it, I'm like, there's always somebody out there who wants to help you and wants to take you through it, because like 9 out of 10 times there are more kids in that same school that are going through the exact same thing as you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to another exercise. So let's grab our kettlebells.
With no upper body strength, just FYI.
Me neither. It's not only you. Me neither. Okay.
We're doing
another 10. So we're gonna do a sit-up.
Okay.
And then as we come up, we're gonna lift up the kettlebell.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, might just make 3, but it's all right. We can try.
Okay, you count this time. Let's go.
1, 2, 8. Oh my gosh. 9. One more, Bianca. 10.
I'm like, why did
Good
I
job.
decide to do this? Okay, that
Good
wasn't
job.
so bad.
I prefer those ones to the like ordinary usual ones.
No. That works 2 muscle groups at the same
I
time.
might like message you tomorrow and be like, what did you do to my abs?
So tell me about, you've won you got nominated twice.
Yes.
For 2 SAFTAs, 2 separate years.
Yes.
For Best TV Presenter. And you were the youngest to achieve that.
Yes.
How has that impacted your career?
So it was so unexpected. Like I didn't even know that they put us forward. Like they put our shows forward for a SAFTA. So I wasn't even at the nomination announcement party because I didn't know I was put forward. And then I got all these tweets going, congrats, you've been nominated. I was like, what?
Nominated for what?
For what and where, first of
Was
all?
this in your first year at Sisterhood? Or
I think it was
when
my
it?
second or third. Yeah, it was literally like 4 years back. I don't know, second or third year. And it was a huge accomplishment for me because as I said, with the show, it took callback after callback. And funny story, when I finally got the job, I was on air for a month. And I got called into the boss's office and they're like, we're taking you off air because you suck.
Oh my goodness,
So,
are you serious?
yeah, I literally suck, guys. I could not present. Like, I was winging this thing. And then they're like, you can come back after a month, and if you aren't better at this presenting thing, like, you're axed. And now it's awkward because I've been on for a month and I'm all over social media. Like, look at me, I'm on TV. And then I wasn't on for a month. So, yeah, to get recognized finally after all that hardship in the beginning,
That's insane.
I was like, okay, so maybe I'm doing something right when initially I was doing something wrong.
So what exactly weren't they happy about? Or what did? Because you say that you sucked, but like
Oh,
how
I-
so? I'm like, what are you talking about?
I wish you could watch a few of my first episodes. I was so nervous. I was blinking like this in all my links. And I was just very like jittery, and it was just wasn't a good time. For television, it was not a good time for me.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I think that it is normal to kind of be super nervous, you know, but I think what's nice is just to see how you've been able to grow from
Exactly.
that. What lessons did you learn being on the show?
Obviously you interview so many people on the show, so it definitely taught me to not judge a book by its cover, because we used to get a whole lot of, we used to do what was it called, guys? This was last year, December. Holy moly.
It's okay.
Okay, well, anyway, we used to do like real life episodes as well. We'd get real life people coming in with real life issues. And like one of the episodes was a lady who had been completely, like her husband had stabbed her and had raped her, and when she walked in, we thought she was like someone's PR lady, like she was there for someone else. And then we were like, this lady actually carries such a deep story, and if you walk past her in the shopping mall, you wouldn't even know the hardships that she's gone through. So it definitely taught me to never judge a book by its cover.
And what about support system? Sometimes it is quite rare for some people to have a good support system. So you're blessed to have a good support system. Myself as well. You say that your family and your boyfriend makes up your support system.
Yes.
What kind of things do they do to support you?
I think every accomplishment and even every job that comes my way, I pass it by my family and my boyfriend always, because they always see loopholes that I might not have seen, and I might just be excited. Yeah, and I just might be excited by like the bigger picture, where they can actually like dissect the issues that might come in the future with something that I might accept or decline. So my mom, being the colored one, she's very strict. She will come with me with a shambok if she needs to. And she's she's like, you will humble yourself. Like, don't even try to think you're fancy. And my dad is just the sweetest, like, little Mr. Miyagi guy that I love forever.
That's so sweet. I love that. That's awesome. Okay, more exercises. So we're gonna do Russian twists, okay?
What? Oh, this thing.
So, yeah.
Okay.
You got it. So we're gonna do 10 again.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 and 1 counts as 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So essentially
1.
20.
Pretty much.
Okay.
2. 9. 10. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for that. What is
Okay,
happening with my hair?
Done for now.
Okay.
So let's chat a little bit about being in the public eye and just having to give a lot of yourself all the time. It can really be quite draining for myself. Let me speak for myself. It can be quite draining. And I have to find ways to kind of switch off and just feel normal and just, you know, rot and watch Netflix and eat crap.
I have so many of those days.
What do you do to just create that balance?
Yeah, so I always say, like, I'm a very, like, I can be an extrovert in certain situations, but majority of the time I'm an introvert. I also have such social anxiety. Like, if I go to events and I don't have a +1, guys, my anxiety
I feel
levels
like you're
are
reading my
shit.
mind. I'm exactly the same.
And I always email the PR people, I'm like, please can I bring a +1 because it literally gives me social anxiety. But yeah, if I'm in a crowded, out there occasion and location and space, then I'll definitely, like, I just need to go home and chill for, like, max 2 days. But I mean, I can keep going, but the more I go, the more time I will need in the long run to just, like, recoup myself.
So what about Sisterhood then? What was your shooting schedule like?
Oh, it was so chilled. It was the best ever.
So you felt like because you looked like you were yourself, you
Yeah.
know, and chilled.
Yeah, it was literally every Thursday we would shoot our studio shoots, and then we would obviously do location out and about shoots. But that would be like sometimes 3 in a day or sometimes none in the week. So it was very flexible.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what's happening now? What's new and coming up? I know that you are on the Pulse. Tell me, what is that about? What's going on in your life?
So after leaving Sisterhood, I ended up doing an influencer campaign just as an influencer for Forever 21, the clothing store. And the advertising agency whose client is Forever 21, they called me up like a month later and they're like, come be our head of influencer marketing and social media. So that's currently what I'm doing, which is incredible because I actually studied, I have a degree, a BA in strategic communications. And to be honest, I never thought that I'd actually use my degree because I was so happy in the entertainment space. But the fact that it's now merging what I studied and then also doing the influencer marketing side and being on the other end of things, like not just receiving the briefs, but now sending out the briefs is incredible. And then we decided to start the Pulse, which is...
Oh, are you one of the founders?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the advertising agency founded the Pulse, and I'm now heading the Pulse.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah, we decided to go ahead with that because obviously, as you know, like social media is taking over the world, and all millennials, obviously, the first time that they check out news is on social media. So we're like, okay, let's create a news platform where all our presenters are influencers, but each presenter, whatever their segment is, it's their niche. So
that's why we have Sydney and Cara. Those are the two that I know.
So Cara's segment is health and fitness, and obviously her audience know her for health and fitness, so she would be a reliable source for the news to come from. So hopefully we're doing something right, and you guys should all go follow the Pulse today.
Yay!
Please and thank you.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna play Explain That Gram. So I've pulled some pictures from your Instagram.
Okay.
And you're just going to tell me the story behind them, what was going on.
Yeah, because whatever you see on Instagram, it's a lie. There's a lot that goes into just a picture.
This is true.
Okay.
Okay, picture number 1.
Oh, this was special. This was earlier this year. I'm with Jeannie D and Minky van der Westhuizen. It was a Garnier event where they were announcing Minky and Jeannie as their faces and ambassadors. So I was the MC for this event.
It's amazing. Picture number 2.
That's in my bathtub.
I love how fun all your pictures are. Like, this is so fun. And you work with Converse,
Yes,
right?
I've been with Converse for about 3 years now. So you have to get creative with all your content that you do, and there we go. This was... what
You
were
look
we
so
doing there?
happy, first of all.
No, can you see how everyone else is happy as well? So I
Oh
was
my
feeding off
gosh.
of them. They were incredible. So over here I'm wearing a Ryan Keys dress, and this was an event for Nissan. I was working with Nissan as well. So they were launching their new Nissan Micra, and we did a little fashion show as part of the deal. That's Boyfie. He's gonna hate that you're using that photo, and you can see his entire here. Anyway, that is boyfriend, and we actually met on my show. So
Did you interview him?
Yes.
Oh.
So when he won X Factor South Africa, the boy band came onto Sisterhood, and that's when we first met. And then after the interview, he slid into the DM. This is a show. I was working with M&Ms, and yeah.
How did you get this
It's
picture?
the camera I was telling you about offsets. I
So
got this bomb camera,
Is
guys.
this Photoshop?
No.
Is
I
this
literally,
live?
I threw it up and then it was click, 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 click. Like all
my
the people
gosh.
behind the cameras will probably know what I'm talking about. This was incredible. This was in August this year, in 2019. And I took a trip to China with my family. And none of us have ever been to China. So my dad was like going back to the motherland. And we had never been. And it was such a culture shock because my dad only speaks Cantonese, which is like the older Chinese language, and everybody there speaks Mandarin. So even when he was trying to
Oh my
communicate,
gosh.
it was difficult.
tricky.
Yeah, it was so tricky.
Tell me about the hand pose. You said something about that in your caption.
Yes, so everybody knows like the typical Asian pose is, the peace sign, but no one does that in China anymore. They do this, and that's the symbol
What does
of,
it mean?
it's
Am
a
I doing
heart.
it right?
So like if you do
Oh.
that, it's a heart. So
Oh, I see.
everyone's just
Oh,
like,
cute.
love, love. So everyone does that in China.
Okay, how are your abs feeling?
They're alright. They might die tomorrow, but they're alright now. Do you have another exercise for us?
Wow, we're about to play a game. We're about to play a game called Truth or Do. This time it's the workout edition. So we have a bunch of random questions that I have to answer, and so does Chanley. We haven't seen the questions, so good luck to us. And pretty much if we don't want to answer the question truthfully, then we have to do 10 push-ups.
Oh snap.
Are
Okay,
you
well then
ready?
you guys are getting all the truth out of me.
Alright, so you're my guest today, so you get to go first.
Okay. Okay, what is the last thing you lied to your partner about to protect them?
To protect them?
To protect them?
No. I tell my partner everything, so nothing.
So today actually is my boyfriend's birthday, and he's like a complete introvert, like 100% introvert. And then Shane, my poor sister, and my mom was like, are you guys gonna come over to our place? We can wish your boyfriend a happy birthday. And then I was like, no, I have a shoot until tonight.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I knew
so he doesn't have to go.
Because I knew he would just want to
shame.
like show out at home today. So I protected you from the chaos at the Wong household.
That's so sweet. Okay,
Okay,
next.
done?
Who do you like least in your partner's family?
No! No! I don't even know if my form is right, but it's fine.
I feel like those last three were like me just bending my elbows
I'm
like
not
that.
gonna lie, I didn't even go all the way down.
That was,
but
that
it's
was
fine.
terrible. Let me catch my breath. Who is your least favorite sibling? I can't answer that. I'm doing push-ups.
You guys are like a spruce with your questions. 2 sisters, 1 brother.
Okay.
Brother lives in England. He's like 40. But
Oh gosh.
yeah, there's a huge age gap between all of us. And then sister, me. I'm the baby.
I've got 3 brothers.
Oh, you're
So
the
I
only
do have
one.
a least favorite, but I can't say it.
Oh, please.
I can't. This is so rough.
Why can't we switch up with like a different type of exercise? Okay.
2,
Oh,
3.
I like the way you count though. You were.
Yes, go.
I like you.
Television counting.
What is the most disturbing? Sorry?
Let me see.
Sorry, what did you write?
What is the most disturbing
Fantasy dream you have ever had?
I either have nightmares,
Yeah.
or I have like dreams that I'm flying.
And then
Oh,
you
I
wake
have-
up thinking that you're falling?
Exactly.
I had a dream once, I don't know, like, I even Googled the picture to sent to my family, and I was like, guys, this is what I was dreaming about tonight. You know when like people, like, I don't know, monster type humans, they put like cloths, white cloths over their face, but then they make holes, and then like, and there were like gang of them just coming my way, but I was like stuck in the ground.
What it meant?
I literally Googled, I don't know, I think I Googled cults with cloths overhead or something, and I actually found a picture, but that was quite disturbing.
Most embarrassing thing your parents have ever caught you doing?
My dad had to pick me up from the club once upon a time, guys.
Oh, that's happened to me too, in grade 9. That's probably
Okay, no,
the
I was
worst
legal.
for me.
No,
I was in grade
18.
9.
And then he had to pick me up.
I was not 18.
And I was like, you know, when you can feel it, it's like about to happen. I was like, Dad, I'm sorry, I know we're on the highway. And then I opened the window, threw up, and when we got home, like my puke was just, you know, as the wind blows, it was all over the car door. And my dad was there at like 1 a.m. in the morning, cleaning my puke up. It's like, Dad, love you.
I think for me, wow, that's really rough.
What was yours?
For me, similar as well. Not both my parents, but my dad. And as I said, I was in grade 9. And I remember I paid someone at school to make a fake ID for me. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but yeah, I paid them, I think I paid them like 50 Rand, this girl in my class. The worst fake ID ever. It was literally like a photocopy, so I had to give her a picture of mine.
Okay.
And then she had this like ID template, and then my picture went there, and then she did a photocopy. So it was literally just on a piece of paper.
And that got you into
On a
clubs?
piece of paper. Yeah, that's how we used to get into clubs.
Were you ever bounced because of a fake?
Many
Okay.
times. I also looked 12, so when I was in grade 9, I looked even younger. And then my dad had to come and fetch me because I couldn't get in.
Oh.
And it was just bad. They were like, we're calling the cops. I was like, oh my God.
You
no, I was
can't, Dad.
freaking out. Yeah, then my dad came to fetch me. Until this day, like, he'll never let me forget that moment. It's like, remember that time at
I had
that
to pick
club?
you
I'm like,
up.
oh my gosh.
Sorry, Dad, I'm sorry.
It's so embarrassing. Chan, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having
I can't
me.
believe it's already over. It's already over.
Yeah, but we already said, like, season 2 is me at the pool.
At the pool.
With the cocktail, it's happening.
Exactly. Why don't you let us know what you're busy with, where everyone can find you.
Hey guys, you can catch me on social media. It is at Wong Lee on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook it is at Chanley Wong. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Girls Club. I'll see you in the next episode. Mwah. Bye.
Me out of town, just remember, 'cause your mama loves.
Hey guys, it's Bianca here. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode with Chanley. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and over here you guys can watch some of the episodes that you may have missed. I'll see you guys next week.